Hey everyone, Long here, and today I am going to be checking out Dune Awakening's character creator and benchmark mode, and then following that, I am going to be checking out the beta test that is happening a month before the game officially releases. So I've actually been pretty excited about this game ever since I saw really since I saw the presentation at PAX East, and it looked amazing. I think they did a great job just like showcasing the game. And so I want to go ahead and finally give this a chance. I've had this installed for such a long time, but I never got around to actually making my own character. So, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. So let's go ahead and start off there. And then after that, I'm going to go into the beta weekend. So let's see what we got going on. Let's take a look here. Paul Atreides. All right, Paul Atreides. Woo! Yeah.
But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl?
Oh man.
Everything would change.
Right. Everything would have stayed the same.
UA exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange. A war of assassins spreading across the planet. Fremen exterminated.
Whoa.
No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
Interesting. And of course, we have lots and lots of shaders that have to be compiled. Clearly, I have not fired up this game before, but even if I did, one thing to keep in mind is that I do have to cycle out games and such, and so if I haven't touched a product before, this is essentially the price to pay. You'd have to start up your game, and then you have to go out and get yourself a drink or a snack so that while your shaders compile. So that's always a pain in the butt. I'm perfectly full right now. I just wish I had thought about this sooner because yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call a pro gamer move and just start doing that instead. So it's crazy. Okay. Oh yeah. My CPU is really taking a hit here. So as you can tell, it's like the encoding is ridiculous here. So I do apologize for that. So I know on my OBS that the my performance is getting tanked. I wonder if I'm going to have to do some other things I need to optimize my performance while I record this. So, but otherwise we are in it now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create my character. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, this character creator, I don't know if it's the case that it hasn't been updated in a while, but it certainly is. The performance is really dismal right now. I don't think there's been any updates to the character creator in a while.
Prisoner. Show yourself, child.
I'm actually so currently I am 5'8". Let's see, they do precision. So if I were to create my character, I would probably round up. I am 5'8" in real life, so I'll go with I think I'll go with let's take a look here. So that's as thick as your arms can get. That's interesting. Okay. Leg thickness. Let's find out here. One thing I am noticing here, let's see. So instead of giving you male, if I mean, I wonder. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yep. So yeah, let's take a look here. They don't outright say male or female here. They tend, I think they're using body types. Because you really don't get a choice in like male or female. But I think at this point it should be pretty obvious that you are either selecting a male or female counter type. So I think I do appreciate like how they've gone about this. So they're basically calling them presets. So um, yeah, and you can just rotate through the, you can cycle um, through the different types. Yeah, so basically for each male type, there's basically a female type that you can just start off your character with, and then you can just go and go crazy from there. So a lot of really types. These are, I'm assuming these are the Harkonnen types or Harkonnen. Back then, like I used to watch Paul Verhoeven's Dune as a kid, so I just grew up saying Harkonnen. But if they want to say Harkonnen, fine. That's what it is. So yeah, I mean the character models look pretty good here so far. Yep, and it's pretty. So this one I actually quite like this archetype here. It is a Asian, like a archetype. So my arms are pretty good, but of course I'm pretty big fella. But that's okay, no problem there. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not trying to create me. I'm trying to create my own ideal character that I want to live up to. What's vitiligo? And why is it affecting my hair? I don't know what this trait is, honestly. So, but hey, more power to whoever. So, I wonder how you play the voices. Oh. What? Okay, so basically the last three voices are female voices, and then the my first voices are three voices are male voices. So I think I'll go with that one. That's fine. Face type. Okay. Interesting how they've done faces here. That's weird, but okay. Um, yeah. So I guess you don't have too much freedom on customizing your own face. You do have eye color though, and then let's see. Uh, am I born out of a bottle or something? Why is the age so like small? So I'm not sure that I'm recognizing too many details with. Okay, so a young face, kind of like well-rounded, whereas like but I guess that just comes down to progression. The scale of like your age here determines how well formed or like rounded or like how shapely your face really is. So I guess that kind of makes sense. There might be some other details, but I'm not privy. I'm just going to like briefly just go through it. And again, this is based on the character creator and benchmark tool that came on Dune. So, what I want to do is I want to actually create a character. Yeah, I'm not going to play around with these too much, and then get it ready for beta because the beta weekend is happening. So, let me see if I can't find a hairstyle that suits me well. Nope, I don't want too terribly long hair. I actually want to be like rugged because I'm going to be out in the desert a lot. So yeah, so obviously if you don't want to, you can always go bald, but otherwise I tend to prefer to have hair. It's good for cover, and it's also great for like, having a look. So this one has the look of someone who has been out there for a long time and has long since abandoned their like a priority on looking good, although they still look pretty good. So tattoos, Any discernible tattoos? Face tattoo style. Oh, yeah. No. Wow, that's a crazy wicked tattoo. All right. Let's take a look here. No. Interesting that. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and go with tattoos. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of really good qualities with tattoo age, like how worn is your tattoo. Really was never someone who could get into like, getting a tattoo, but I commend those who do though. All right, toggle attire. Okay, that's just like showing what they look like underneath. Okay, so before I finish my character, I'm just gonna go to one of these archetypes because I know because research purposes. Now that I know that you can actually show attire, lipstick. Oh, you do lipstick. Okay, so when you go to the female archetypes, they actually do have their own custom, like traits. So, like I said, research purposes, right? And actually, this looks pretty good. I think like they've really thought out very well, like all the traits that a female would have. So let's look at chest size, for example. Again, research purposes. So that's actually not a bad looking bust. I guess like what I'm looking for personally as a guy is just to see, the size of chest. Like guys and gals are into, um, certain sizes of busts. So I don't mind that very much at all. Okay, so now going back here, I'm gonna go back to the previous preset. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Oh right. Going here. Actually, yeah. So you toggle attire by doing this. Yep. And then you see the bust. Now you get a better view of the bust. Uh-huh. Now, one thing to point out is that there is really nothing sexual about all this. It is basically just is just researching into the human body. I mean, like if it were the case that like a human, like a basically studying a human body is considered sexual content, there'd be a lot of like videos that get deplatformed on YouTube. And so like if you are a gamer and you thought this was sexual, it's not. It's actually pretty. I mean, like again, we are doing our research, and the truth of it is that we have many medical research like channels that actually do studies on the body. So maybe you should, if that's how you truly feel about like about nudity. Well, in this case, it's just half nudity. You're basically just showing your stomach, and then any part of the chest that's kind of covered. So, or it's not covered, depending on whether you're a guy or a girl. And I just want to make sure that y'all clarify this because we are trying to like look at a character creator. So, yeah. So I don't want to see any comments in the chat. No, in YouTube. Sorry, not in chat, but I don't want to see any comments on my video where like you're being sick and gross long. No, that's not what this is at all. All right. And excuse me, I have to take back some of the things I've said about like the female archetype because the same goes for men as well. They do have eyeliners, lipstick. And so I'm not going to mess around with this too much. I just wanted to go ahead and make a character. So I had a hairstyle that I wanted to go with. And so I'm going to go ahead and get right into that one. This one looks my style as well. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this character.
Have they told you what I am? Then I will sift your words for lies.
Oh,
Let's begin.
scary.
Where were you born?
Giddy Prime. Oh, Harkonnen. Curse. The Pain Box. Caladan. the Imperial planet. So Ix. Oh man, Ixians. So you have Giddy Prime. You have the Imperium, House Atreides, and then the Imperial planet, and last but not least, Ix, Caladan, Chusuk. Okay, so Chusuk. So yeah, let me take that back. Let me start over. So this is Giddy Prime, home of the Harkonnen. Chusuk. Let's see. Yeah, music. It's a music planet, so basically musicians. Caladan, the home base of House Atreides. K-Town. K-Tane? K-Tane? Yeah, K-Tane. Yeah, I'll call it K-Tane unless someone corrects me here. Green and pleasant world with satellite-controlled weather. Wow, interesting. That is crazy, but okay. And then last but not least, Ix. Vast technological empire within sprawling underground. Yeah, technologists. Interesting. So, honorable Atreides. Okay, I think like my dude is gonna come from
The
Ix.
machine world. They skirt dangerously close to breaking the prescriptions of the Butlerian Jihad.
Butlerian
The
Jihad.
order of the Imperium is rooted in the Farfreluches. A place for every man, and every man in his place. Where is your place?
The educated case that serves the great houses, Na Familia, and the Pion, the peasant labor force. Property of the Lord. Okay. Known as the citizen class. I am a
There
bondsman.
is always work to be done. And millions like you to do it.
Reverend Mother is very, very, intimidating. Oh, that's random. You get to see. Wonder why they're showing.
Mentor in your youth, trained by one of the schools. Who was your mentor?
Swordmaster. Bene Gesserit Acolyte. Mentat. Interesting. Recon and strategy. Shiga wire. Deflect dart attacks. Oh wow. Dang. These are some pretty good, interesting abilities here. So, Mentat or Trooper. I could probably see myself being like having the
Must
Mentat.
have been very young. The mind must be prepared, or the training does not take. The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
So, I come from the planet Ix. I am a bondsman and I am a Mentat. I have spoken truth.
Kneel. Put your hand in the box.
No! I refuse to. Why did you bend the knee?
I hold at your neck the Gonjabar, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply.
Oh man.
Arrakis is
Gotcha.
the key, and the Fremen are missing.
Uh-oh. We got
You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen. Wake up the sleeper. Everything depends on this. Do you understand?
I guess so. Yes, I guess.
Good. You speak truth. But here is the rest of it. There is only one rule. Keep your hand in the box and live. Withdraw it and die.
Wow.
An animal would gnaw off its own hand to escape the pain. And we can only be served by humans. Find the Fremen. Wake the sleeper.
Oh, man.
You will know when it is done.
Oh, this is intense. Let's go! Long live the fighters! Alright. As soon as the game launches. Great. So now that that's good. Okay, got the frame blade. That's good. Totally worth it. Wake the sleeper. Okay, now it's time to run the benchmark. Not bad. I actually quite appreciated that that intro. Ornithopters for survey, scouting, and weather observation. Okay. All right. Okay, we're running the benchmark now. Oh, it rendered pretty nice. That pop-in didn't last for very long. So I see the frame rate running between like 74 to 94 steady. Like, we're just kind of rendering things. Yeah, frame rate kind of picked up to just a little above 120 frames. Yeah, averaging to 100, so it's actually not bad. So my rig is actually pretty decent enough to run Dune. So I'll be like totally looking forward to running the game for the first time. Yeah, so today, so basically yesterday was the first day of the beta test. So only time will tell how well this will play. So Great Revolt took away a crutch. It forced human minds to develop. Schools are started to train human talents. All right. Cool. So basically, yeah. Huh. Very cool. I mean, is that it for the... Nope. It's still going. Inferior copies, Kind said. Any Doom man who values his skin wears a Fremen suit. And so here's more renders. Oh, man, look how, like, Ornithopter got floating dust here, particles. The game doesn't look very bad at all. It actually looks pretty decent. It seems to be handling population well. I mean, like, granted, it almost looks like Deus Ex. I wonder if that's just the aesthetic that that Funcom chose for the setting of this game, but it looks pretty decent. Almost like it's lived in, so. And then when we get to Ornithopters, it does like kind of dip a little bit, but not by much. So, yeah. They're seeing to dive into a sandstorm. Wind's over. Okay. Now here, performance is actually quite important. It's actually going above. Sandworm looks pretty good, and that's a one ferocious beast. Now, basically, we've been told that you can't kill them. You can only hope to tame them and ride them. Here we go. And that's basically my benchmark report. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of it. Yeah, so they shot 3 different scenes. So there's player built bases, Harco Village, and Samor emerges. I mean, like the min and the max, they're pretty far apart. Um, so actually, like, so basically means there's a lot of variance in just rendering like the first 2 areas to life. San emerges. There really wasn't a lot of detail, so it's actually pretty consistent here. And the frame rates on average are actually pretty high, so I quite appreciate that. So the fact that the average is just breaking 100 frames per second is that in itself is a pretty big accomplishment. Although I'm pretty sure people with better rigs or who have optimized performance settings could like beat this. So this is also very cool to see. Like my GeForce is an RTX 3060. So if you were wondering like what goes into my like into like my computer settings, this is essentially it right here. So hopefully that helps you as a guide to like running your own copy of like Dune Awakening for this weekend. This is going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to end up like spending a little bit more time on the beta, and I'll probably like put out another video to share my thoughts on this. But otherwise, not bad at all. It looks pretty good. So I just want to say thank you all so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you like what you saw here, my video, if you like what you saw here, please do like it and then comment on what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy. If I see more content like this, then please do consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell. All right, thanks a lot, everyone. Hang loose.